Alright, we are running Niv-Mizzet the Guildpact in Brawl, flying, hexproof from multicolored. When it deals combat damage to a player, it deals X damage to any target. Target player draws X card, you gain X life, where X is a different number of colored paired permanents you control. So, what do we play in here? Well, first of all, we're playing Umri the Collector, so each non-land card in our deck shares a type. So, spoiler alert, it's creatures. This plays well with Niv because Niv cares about us having multicolored permanents. With that in mind, the theme of this deck is, as the name suggests, online only. Pure alchemy cards. Everything in here is from either an alchemy set or, well, there are some flex slots because there's not 100% great ones, but we've been slowly building it over time with all the alchemy sets. So, since we are pure creatures, we can't have traditional ramps, so we have all of our one-drop mana dorks like Sentinels, Gooses, Dyed Halfling is a huge one. And then we have Loam Speaker, Dryad, Incubation Druid, Paradise Druid, Radical Mystic, one of my old favourites from when I started the game, because this set was relatively new and these things were floating around and free. With that in mind, everything in this deck is pure alchemy, so we have a lot of the specialized cards from Baldur's Gate. For those who don't realize what you do with specialized is they'll enter and you have to discard a card of a color or a basic land type, and the card will transform into one of the things here. So Kemet becomes Life Acolyte, Knowledge Acolyte, Death Acolyte, Tempest Acolyte, or Nature's Acolyte. And most of those creatures have multiple abilities. There's also the ones from the current Baldur's Gate 3, so we have Karlach, we have Baconia, we have Shadowheart, and all of that. And as I said, traditionally to that, everything else is alchemy-based cards. So aside from specialization, we have Seek, which is, for those who don't know, it's basically a tutor, but a random tutor. So for example, Back Alley Gardener, whenever one or more creatures enter, seek an on-land card and put that into the battlefield tapped. Triggers only once per turn. But yes, everything here is an alchemy card. Notable ones I want to talk about in here. There are some fun little things here. So one big saver is First Little Pig. It has the ability to, for 2 mana, just munch an artifact or enchantment, but it can only do it once. It's great, the kind of things this takes out early game, which is really fun. I want to talk about Skullpiercer Nant. So, 1/1 flying with Toxic 1, but it has the ability of, whenever you hit a player, that card in their hand, a random card in their hand gets poison 1. Well, not poison 1. Perpetually gains, if they cast it, they take a poison counter. This can stack, so you can put multiple on the 1. But if you get this on turn 2, the amount of damage you can do, because so few decks have like little spot removal to deal with tiny creatures, and they want to care more about this, it's crazy. So from that, big ones we want to talk about here, we have Obscura Polymorphist, which is basically an exile effect. So they basically exile the creature card, and the opponent seeks, whoever controls it seeks another card. We have Tajik, he's a huge finisher, indestructible haster that gets bigger and bigger and then conjures slowly through these 5 Boros signature spells, ending with Aurelia. From our new set, relatively new set, we have Von DL Anifex, which basically means we can destroy a permanent when it enters, non-land, non-token permanent, and then we conjure a copy of it, which is really fun. Scale Soul Gnome is a hasty gnome dinosaur thing that when it hits you discover X, because X is the amount of damage it does, so very solid hits. But yes, other one I want to say, Taser of the Ghost Council is absolutely insane. So she has the intensity mechanic, which is it increases as you meet the condition, and it does an effect based on the intensity. So whenever she enters, she makes a 1/1 spirit. And then at the beginning of your end step, you can exile her, then return her at the beginning of your next upkeep. So it's the old Obsidat effect. However, what's very nice with Taser is every time she enters the battlefield, her intensity goes up by 1, and that becomes an anthem, well not an anthem, a fire-breathing anthem for spirits. So spirits will get plus X plus O, where X is her intensity. But those are the big hits. this deck is insanely fun. It folds a lot easy to board wipes and heavy control matches, but it is just really fun to just throw these decks out and just go, here's a bunch of cards you don't know exist, have fun reading them, because we inevitably see the hover read of people going, wait, what does Tajik do? I need to read all the things, and it's really funny with the, I also want to throw out Lucia. Lucia the Moon Druid is insane. She has specializations herself, but they all have different abilities, and if she is transformed and she dies, she will come back as her original one. So, yeah, there's a deck list below. This deck is not worth forming, but if you want to look through the list and look at some of these alchemy cards and see how good some of them might be in your decks, feel free to use it as that kind of a resource. So I play these decks so you don't have to. Oh no, it came back. Kenrith. So Kenrith could be anything. So let's see what alchemy cards we can cast. Absolutely nothing, so this is an easy mulligan. We had some cool cards, but sadly no. Recruiter's good. 2-5 chance gives us everything. Yeah, this'll do. So we'll start with our Flooded Strand. Good heavens, alright. Catch up, Arena. Right, sack off Flooded Strand, and we'll get a Abzan land, I feel like would be the best option here. We should get a blue, black, and a green if we can. Alright, we'll just get the Abzan land for now. This will give us our Rope Attendants on 2. If we don't draw a land, we could go Slimefoot. Oh, we did draw a land. So, what we'll do is we'll play our basic land, then we'll play our Rope Attendants. That'll let us put the Make a Citizen on all of our creatures. They have a Signet, so they're already ramping better than us. Seeking out another land. Nice. We got Little Piggy. Alright, so let's start with Slimefoot. Now we need a blue and a red. So blue, red, black, or blue, red, green. So let's get blue, red, green here. Black, I think, because we've got a basic green. So let's get our Grixis land, which will trigger our Slimefoot, and we'll conjure from the spellbook. Ooh, well, I think we'll take this for a lead. We'll get in for 2. So you can go with the first Little Piggy and Karlach. Dryad of the Elysian Grove is a good road stop to crush us down, except... yeah, that'll work. So, we'll shock in here. We'll play the first Little Piggy. And the first Little Piggy gets the ability to eat an enchantment. So, num. Sweet, let's get in for 5. Now, we gotta be wary that they are a Kenrith deck, so they could very easily have something in the way of a board wipe. Alright, Kenrith's down, pulling up mana. Okay, let's shock. I think we'll play on Niv now, because he's bigger than Kenrith. They could have counter magic. They don't. Sadly, we won't be attacking. We'll hold back. This is the obvious choice for the Niv, because he cares about permanence on the board for the all creature deck. Accomplished Alchemist. Oh, is this a life gain deck? Oh, that's a cool thing. Right, so we need to attempt to get another color on the board. So, let's do this. Let's go Luca. She will conjure us a land. We'll play that land. That puts us up to 6. Alright, we get another... Alright, yep. Now let's specialize her. And we'll go green-red, because that'll give us another trigger with our Niv. and make us another wolf. We could go to combat here. Yeah, I think... Oh, God's sake, my mouse. There we go. We'll just go with the 6th attack. Trigger Niv, so we'll do the 3 damage there and draw 3 cards, gain 3 life. That's nice. That Obscura is going to be really good here. Now we could be in a big pile of trouble. So they gain 5 life. Do it again. Gain 5 life. They can make 10 mana here, so make 10 blue. Helm of the Host. And they'll equip the Accomplished Alchemist. Make a copy of it with haste. They're at the start of combat though, so they can't do anything. Oh, they're just gaining life. Interesting. Okay, they gained a lot of life. Okay, so let's start with some basics here. Let's obscure a Polymorphist. We will take out the original Alchemist. Then we can cast Skullpiercer Gant. We can then play a land for turn. Move to combat. Attack in and attack in. She has Menace, right? Yep. So she'll make another 2/2 wolf token. Bang, bang. Now, with the 5 damage there, we'll hit this. And then we'll draw the 5 cards. We need a blue. Okay, let's go Watery Grave untapped. Alright, yeah, we get another Slimefoot spell. We'll play a Shadowheart as a Death Touch blocker, in case anything nasty happens. Does damage, and then we're going to discard 3 cards. So we'll discard 3 cards we've drafted from Slimefoot. I'm sorry, but we have a lot of good cards to cast. Do they have just... Oh, they could just reanimate. Oh no, they can't reanimate because we obscured the original one. Okay. Well, they're giving us the basic land check, which is always good because we always run basics. Okay, they're gaining life. And they're gaining life again. Oh, that would be really actually funny if we did that. I'm not actually going to though, because one thing I want to do here, I want a recruiter. And we've got to try and find something here in our alchemy deck. You know what? I think it might just be time for our good man Tajik. Or Crucius. Crucius does do some good stuff. They're trying to get a lot of life here, so I think the best option is just go straight into Tajik. Hit here with Tajik. Move to combat. And then we'll hit with everything. Make another wolf. She has menace, so you can't block her. We're at the funny part of every alchemy game here, where everyone has to then try and read a dozen alchemy cards they don't know about. Right, we'll take out the Kenrith and we'll draw 5. And then we'll play a land tapped. Do the damage, and we'll discard the second little pig, Karlach, and one basic island. We can specialize Karlach from the graveyard. So they have a way to just... Nope. Alright. That was a weird deck. Appeared to be built around Kenrith gaining life. Not going to say do or die, but pretty cool idea. The reason I put a lot of pressure on was I was really scared they were probably holding the Ether Flux Reservoir. And I have died enough times to that in Commander to want to deal with it. So, let's move into the next one. It's fun playing all these crazy alchemy cards. But it is probably the most inefficiently stupid deck I've created, in the concept of most of these alchemy cards require high levels of rares and mythic wildcards. And I don't know if you see, but I am starved for economy on Arena. Ooh, we have a Chatterfang. Right, this is probably going to be rough. 2 tap land, no spells. Nope, we'll mulligan that. Okay, we have a Rattleclaw that will cast pretty much nothing, so I guess we're going to have to mulligan again. 3 lands into a couple of smaller things. Yeah, this is keepable. I would say we get rid of the Rope Attendant. On our current curve, what will happen is we'll cast this, then Pippin, then something else, and we won't have much left. So let's get green-white. Play ourselves a goose. Play ourselves a little mumbles. If you watch any homesteading videos, you know who that is. Okay. Land. We'll get a red-blue land here. No, red-black. No, wait. Okay, let's get the blue, red, black. Yeah, let's just get the off colours fixed here. And then we'll just play a Pippin for the heck of it. Ward 1's pretty fun. Protection from a type is very relevant. They have a Squirrel Sovereign. So we'll shock in here to play a High Marshal Argreal. And I will offer the trade. I'm guessing you're not going to trade a Squirrel Lord for my generic 2/2. It's pretty good. I believe Pippin activates for free, right? Yeah. He's like an Uncle of Runes. Well, no, hold on. Here's Chatterfang. Has a full 4 with Forest Walk, so we can't block him. We can play a land tapped. They can play a Gentian. We just got to pass, I think. We could just lose to Chatterfang if they just play aggro and swing in here. Basic land walk was one of the dumbest things they made, along with protection. It's very clear because they've backed off these abilities so much in the future. Like we now have hexproof from a color or instead of protection. Ooh, Parallel Lives is a card. There's sometimes when the Arena Shuffler is very clearly Not in favor of you. Okay. Right, let's put us down to 15. Let's play Farmia. Go into combat. Attacking with all three. Move down to 15. Target them with Farmia. This card has been so good in one-on-one. I came across it more in Dual Commander, but wow. I think it's the go-to commander. Here's the issue. If they literally just go, okay, so they gain 3 life and make 18 squirrels. We can't do anything about that. They're going in for the attack, which will make us 3 blockers, or they let us draw a card. Also, yeah, great thing about it, it's not contingent on Farmia still being alive. I should have activated Pippin there, to be fair. That's on me. Farmia's trigger will go off, giving me 3 1/1s. Oh, we had the Bloodstained Mire now. Okay, crack that for basic. Got a basic red here, I think. And we'll play Niv. Village rights to draw 2 cards. Pretty good on us. Move to combat. We'll go in with these 3. They'll for the trade. Don't, they go down to 10 as well, so it's a pretty close race here. Insidious Roots gives them a lot more mana, but they have to tap. Let's see what they go for. If they try to kill Niv, we could respond with Pippin's Protection. Awaken the Woods. Okay. Yep, they all, but fortunately do not have... Oh, they're going to go for it. That's going to be great. Okay. Pippin. Give you protection from creatures. And no damage. Good, glad I saved that till after. The beauty of this now though is, oh wow, that's an even more perfect one. Theoden, give Niv double strike, move into combat, swing in with a double strike in Niv. And then we'll just do this and go in for life, draw 4 cards. Just for the sake of killing your commander in case you have something. That was a good race. Whoo-wee. You got lucky there. It's actually beneficial that I forgot about Pippin's ability. Well, no, actually, because they might have tried to play around it, but man, that was a lifesaver there. I'm rediscovering so many fun cards. Well, we've still got this daily to clear, so we can get one more in real quick. Oh. Yeah, I've been grinding a lot more Brawl recently. The current Vampire Apocalypse that has been happening in Explorer and Pioneer has really decreased my enjoyment of the game. So for those of you who don't know, we've just been running into nothing but Amalia and Rakdos Vampires. Yeah. I'm okay with this. This is the All Alchemy of All, which is a very strong deck in the current game. So, We will be polite and give him a hello. Let's go with a basic, save some life here, because this is more of an aristocratic sack deck. Okay, so shock this in, play the Lion's Slain Attendant, which will give all of our creatures the ability to tap. Then we will tap both of these to cast an Elvish Mystic, which will give us a 1/1 citizen. So it's turn 2 and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power on the board. That's almost a modern level power. Pre-Modern Horizons 4. And yes, the pain of my existence comes in here, because I swear every time I've played against this commander, they have had this as their... Okay, we'll play the Racketeer boss. And we just give the 1 ability to Smeagol here. Then we can play the land, play Smeagol. That will give us a treasure when we cast it, and when he enters he will give us a civilian. Then we can attack in. We're walking into a huge board wipe here, but I don't care, because this has been a really good start for this deck. Cankle Bloom. Alright, so we'll play this land tapped. Then we can cast Niv-Mizzet. We will tap... Let's tap you. No, let's tap you, because you're a mana dog anyway. Well, all of these trade except for Smeagol. Let's just swing in with these, see what happens. They're not going to let Smeagol die, because Smeagol will get its trigger. Provisional Merchant enters, you create a food token. And they're dead. Yeah, that was probably the greatest start I've had playing this deck in a long time. So hold on. Oh, we missed it. But yep, that's the state of the deck. Hope you enjoyed those games.